Fabric HP. Alright, so after you guys already download the Fabric HP, now you can guys download the Cyro minimap of the mods of the Fabric version. For example, I'm gonna download this Minecraft 1.18.1. You can see we have a Fabric version here because this one is actually for Forge. You're gonna click download that. It will take you to download this Cyro minimap for the Fabric version. So it will take a couple minutes to download this Cyro minimap. I'm gonna click keep that, and after guys already download this, the most required for using this the Fabric version, for example the Cyro minimap and the Fabric HP and the Fabric loader. Alright, so after guys already download the Cyro minimap of the Fabric version and you already download the Fabric HP, only way to do is gonna copy this 2 file over here and move to into mods folder. It's actually same things like open the Windows run and find app data, roaming and the Minecraft and put the mods folder. So the way it's actually very simple. You're gonna click over here, click copy that, and gonna find open the Minecraft mods folder over here, and then we can see I'm going to put paste over here, and that's it. That's the way to install mods in the Minecraft T Launcher 1.18.1 with the Fabric version. So not just only that's it, only way to do is you have to open the Minecraft T Launcher again and open the version. Is there already available for Minecraft 1.80.1 of the Fabric version? For example, we already installed the Fabric 1.80.1. You can see over here it says Fabric. You're gonna choose that version and click install and ready to go. And the other thing is, one of you guys maybe think that the Minecraft T Launcher already have a TL mods over here, but for me this TL mod is actually not full of mods for Minecraft 1.80.1. so I'm gonna choose the curse port because there's a tons mod like a Minecraft Demon Slayer mod or the other mods. So for me, at the curse port is actually the best mod for showing for you guys want to use the mods for Minecraft or in the Minecraft T Launcher 1.18.1. Alright guys, I think that's it for a video about how to install mods in the Minecraft T Launcher 1.80.1 with showing the Forge and the Fabric version. So the way to install mods in the Minecraft T Launcher is actually very simple and easy enough. And one of you guys maybe know that why I'm not using a TL mods in the Minecraft T Launcher, because TL mods is actually a short mod and there's not a lot showing mods for using Minecraft 1.80.1. so that's why I'm using a curse port, because it will more a lot of mods for showing for you guys using Minecraft 1.18.1 in T Launcher or Java edition. And so guys, thanks for watching my video, and I hope this video useful for you guys for using or install mods in Minecraft T Launcher. If you guys enjoy my video or using a mods, consider to hit a subscribe and like for more content, and leave a comment down below if you want it. Then I will see you the next video. Bye.
Minecraft videos are all over YouTube, but all they do is cut a slice out of the world and call it a day. That's boring. I'm gonna turn Minecraft into a fully playable 2D game, and to make it more challenging, I'm not going to allow myself to use any mods like usual. Well, unless you count the zoom mod, but that's just for the camera, don't worry about that. The first thing I decided to do was figure out how to lock the camera to a 2D perspective. I wrote a plugin that fires every time the player moves and forces their head to turn directly north. This actually already made the game feel very two-dimensional, but it still didn't look very two-dimensional. So the next thing I did was make the player completely invisible and attach an obscure item to their head. Then I made a custom resource pack that converts that item's model into a big flat rectangle. No, I didn't just do this because rectangles are cool, although I know they are, but because this allows us to paste any 2D sprite we want on top of the player. So I temporarily downloaded a sprite sheet from Super Mario World just to test and make sure everything worked the way I wanted. And it did! Look at how beautiful our double Mario is! Yes, that's totally what's supposed to happen! Okay, you caught me, that's not supposed to happen, but I talked to my friend Tatsubodai and he taught me how to animate textures and everything worked out peachy. Get it? But the Mario sprites were just temporary, so now I need to make my entire own Minecraft Steve sprite sheet. I started by just copying over pieces from the Steve skin, but I thought it was a little too contrasty, so I ended up redrawing it with really flat colors to look more like a 2D sprite. I thought it turned out pretty well. I replaced the Mario sprites with the new Steve ones, and it actually looked a lot better than I expected it to. Well, except for the fact that the GUI textures broke, but we can just ignore that. Just don't look over there. Next, we need to make our 3D world 2D to match our character. I decided to start by filling in the sky with light blue concrete to cover up the extra bases of all the blocks around it, and I added barrier blocks for all the spots Steve needs to stand. However, I did notice that now since we're standing on barrier blocks, by 1 to 2 blocks depending on what you're doing, and jumping targets the block directly underneath you. I tried to make it feel as intuitive as possible, and even allowed players to perform different types of speedrunning. In terms of the level design, I decided to place trees in front of the player's path to force them to learn how to break blocks, and I added a couple small cliffs to teach them how to build. However, I want the player to eventually go underground, so after the cliffs, I added a big drop into a pool of water down below. Water physics. And just to make sure the path is as clear as possible, I decided to add some arrows to the game. I wanted to put them in item frames so I could easily rotate and reuse them, but when testing, I noticed that the player could actually interact with them. I also noticed that I could eat the arrows for some reason. Don't ask why I tried it, just believe me. I guess arrows are a good diet if you want your weight to go down. So to prevent the player from interacting with the arrows, I decided to invert their item frame offset to go the other direction. This let me place them behind the sky and out of the player's reach, and it worked perfectly. I took this opportunity to add some flowers to the game too. But one thing, this solution does allow us to place sideways flowers, so we can just pretend that it doesn't and forget about it. But speaking of decoration, I felt like having the sky show in the dugout areas felt weird, so I added a bunch of different types of sky blocks that were just underexposed versions of the blocks around them to make the level feel easier to read.